start on the second test, and at lunch they are 94 for 1. So very good start, and they are in a very solid position. The only man to be missed was KL Rahul, and that too trying to play a rather aggressive shot and getting stumped of the bowling of Jamil Warrican. So this is a very uninteresting test match, as you can see from the response of the crowds. Once again, it is being played at the empty stadium in Delhi. The interest for this game is pretty minimal, and West Indies in the last couple of years haven't done anything spectacular to actually provide a contest, a much needed contest to this Indian team or any other top team for that matter. Indian batters would be looking to fill in their boots, and KL Rahul would be kicking himself after he got out to rather silly shot. He was looking very good and he got stumped. In Test cricket, the last kind of dismissal that he wished to get out to is being stumped, and that too on the morning of the first day of a Test match. Yashasvi Jaiswal is looking good, batting on 40 along with Sai Sudarshan on 16. It is the very important innings for Sai, considering he has failed in his last couple of matches, and the team management has invested heavily in him. It's time he repaid the favors by getting a good start. He has got off to a solid start. He's 16 not out. He needs to convert it into a three-figure mark if he is to make it to the Indian cricket team as a regular. There are plenty of options in this current Indian team. Even older players, senior players are getting overlooked. They are having to fight for their chances. So when someone like Sai Sudarshan is getting this many opportunities, he needs to make the most use of it. India going into this test match unchanged after winning the first test by a considerable margin of an innings and nearly 200 odd runs. So there was no need to change anything. And once again, they will be looking to make a statement in this match as well. The West Indies batting is very average. They don't have any technique to survive against the spin or the bowling that Indians have. India should have probably rested Jasprit Bumrah because he is so vital to this team. But once again, getting to play him in a meaningless test series like this is absolutely uncalled for. If they could have picked him for the Australia's one day tour, that would have been a much better place to play cricket rather than wasting your time against a team like the West Indies against whom you are supposed to win. Shubman Gill and his players should look to make a statement. India should look to post at least 400 on the board in the first innings, if not more than that. And this current core of West Indian players wouldn't be able to get 400 in 2 or 3 innings put together because they do not play spin well. Historically, they are very poor against spin, and against Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja on a turning track, they would have very little chances. This current West Indian team are short of any stars. The only credible batsman who is of any good is Shea Hope. Other than that, even their skipper Roston Chase, he is unworthy to be in the side. It reminds us of Darren Sammy, who captained the West Indian team for a very long time. But if he had been in the team specifically as a batter or as a bowler, he wouldn't have gotten selected. The same goes for Chase as well. He's an off spinner. He comes to bat at number 4. He doesn't have the technique to survive at number 4, but yet the West Indian cricket team make him captain for some odd reason. They are going through plenty of problems in their setup, and it might be very soon that they will be relegated to a lower structure because let's be fair, lesser teams like Ireland, Nepal, they are playing better cricket than the Windies right now. Nepal actually beat West Indies in a T20 series just a couple of weeks back. They beat them in consecutive matches. So, what is the use of the West Indies playing Test cricket when they are getting beaten quite handsomely by every team they face? It would be better if they are relegated to the lower divisions where they can be actually competitive and they get their confidence back. Against this team in the higher divisions, it would be a bloodbath. It would not be competitive. Every match they play against besides Australia, India, England, they will be hammered. And in this test series so far, they haven't been competitive neither with the bat nor with the ball. Their batting is absolutely shocking. Even the likes of Chandrapal haven't looked good. Or Brathwaite, he hasn't played in the first test, but still, they have to score runs. If you're not scoring runs against Indian bowling, you're not going to last for 2 or 3 days. Even tougher teams like Australia, England, South Africa find it very difficult to tour India. They have openly admitted that India is the last frontier, the most difficult place to tour for an Australian or an English cricketer. So for West Indians, it would be a nightmare as well. They play the IPL, they play the shorter formats of the game very well, but they don't have the technique for the longer format. So once again, India should win this match in devastating fashion. But it's time for the players who haven't contributed in the first test match to step in and make runs. Test runs are very important. You don't get runs, you don't get hundreds every time around. This is a very poor bowling lineup. It's time to fill in your boots against this kind of bowling. Especially Shai Sudarshan should be looking to score big. So should Yashasvi Jaiswal. He missed out in the first test. He should try and make amends in this one. Dhruv Jurel looked fantastic both with the wicket keeping and as a batsman in the last test. He will be looking to carry on his form in this test match as well. With Rishabh Pant injured, Jurel is trying to cement his place as a batter in this side. He has the technique, and if Sai Sudarshan isn't careful, the Indian team management might look at Jurel as a perfect replacement for him at number 3. He has the technique to play fast bowling and he has the technique to survive against the spin as well. Especially in Indian conditions, he has looked extremely secure. Ravindra Jadeja has once again proved to be a valuable asset for Team India. In the last match, he contributed with the bat and with the ball. It's like he's aging like fine wine. In the England series as well, he scored over 500 runs with the bat and he has continued his form in this test series as well with 100 in the first test. He'll be looking to add on to his tally of runs in this test match as well. He's 10 short of 4,000 runs with the bat and he will join an elite group of cricketers to score over 4,000 runs and pick up 300 wickets if he are to do so in this test match. Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj will be looking to skittle out this West Indian batting lineup for less than 200 once again because they are not competitive by any sort of imagination. But for Bumrah, he needs to be careful because Bumrah is an asset for Team India. He needs to be used very carefully. He has his fitness issues, he has his problems with his back, and if the Indian team management are not careful, we might lose him to stress factor once again, like he did after the Australia series. So, India are looking good. Can the West Indians do anything to come back into the test match? It doesn't look like it because India are already nearly close to 100 runs with only one wicket down. And Jaiswal, once he gets going, looks to score big and he scores runs at a very quick pace. And against this West Indian bowling lineup that has no aggression, that has no pace, and that is actually toothless, they can be made to look extremely helpless if Yashasvi Jaiswal gets going. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.